Hello boys, welcome to my mess of a room. Why is it messy? Because take a gander at this. Behold, a suitcase. I am being an independent adventurer and flying on my first ever flight all by myself to Tennessee tomorrow to go hang out with a cool friend for a couple of days, and I'm bringing you with me. Look at us. We're a booktuber, an authortuber, and now a travel vlogger. Maybe soon I'll have my own cooking show. Yeah, you see that shirt hanging up there? It says chase your dreams. Chase your dreams, my friends. So I got all my clothes packed. I have to pack like my purse and my toiletries still. I figured out what book I'm going to bring with me because I'm going to be gone up there for 3 days. I just finished La Clamora yesterday, and I am 100 pages into Rage of Dragons. Oh no, not fond of this book yet. I'm 100 pages in. Honestly, like about 10 pages in, my little DNF alarm started ringing. I'm like, no, I heard too many good things about this book, so I'm gonna push through and see what's up with this jazz. I'm not gonna be able to do any writing up there. I am bringing a notebook though, just in case something inspirational hits me. But my laptops are staying here. I'm abandoning my babies. They're gonna sit on this desk all alone for a couple of days. Growing cold. I'm gonna probably go cold too. It's supposed to be really cold up in Tennessee. Hopefully I'll see snow. I've only seen snow like 2 times in my whole life, and I love it. I hate being cold though. My flight leaves at 8:30 in the morning. I have to be at the airport by like 6. So that means I have to wake up at like 3:30. But I'm going to bed now. Just wanted to like introduce you to this vlog. Say hi. Also, because I'm going to be gone for like 3 days, me and my dad went out to eat together. We went to the sushi place, and I had the crunchy shrimp roll. And you know, sushi, you got wasabi on the side, and you have the pink ginger on the side too. Well, I ate all my sushi. I didn't touch the ginger, because I never really do. But I noticed something in the ginger on my plate. So I like bring it up to my face, and there's a hair sticking out of the ginger, and I'm like, oh, gross. It wasn't my hair. Like, that's honestly what I first thought, because it looked like the color of my hair. But this particular hair, it wasn't on top of the ginger. It was literally wrapped up in it. Like, I lifted up the hair, and the entire glob of ginger came up with it like a yo-yo. So I'm just there dangling this thing in front of my face, and my dad's like, what is that? And I'm just like, ew, just ew. Like, I had eaten all my sushi. Who knows how many hairs I ate. But I don't like making a fuss out of anything, so I just tossed the hair away. I wasn't gonna make a big thing out of it, but then one of the waitresses, like, apparently noticed me dangling the ginger by a hair. She came over, she's like, is everything okay over here? And I'm like, oh, yeah, everything's great. She's like, are you sure? And I'm like, well, there was, I'm sorry to say this, but there was a hair in my ginger. And our table was literally by the cash register line. So like everybody in line just like looked over at me, watching me. All the other waiters and the cooks behind the line were looking at me, and I was freaking out internally because I don't like being stared at in public like that. Judged. The waiter was like so apologetic. She was like, can I get you a refund? Can I get you another meal? Do you want me to get you a substitution? I'm like, I'm fine. I literally ate all my food. It's good. She's like, you can take it home with you. And I'm like, please, I am good, lady. Thank you. But yeah, that sushi place was always sketchy to begin with. But they had dang good ramen and mochi. Tell me what's the grossest thing you ever found in your food. I have to go wash dishes now. And then I'll wake up miserable and sleepy. But then I'll be on a plane and you can fly with me. Does this hat look stupid? I feel like it looks stupid, but if I take it off, my hair is gonna be a mess. So I guess I'm stuck with this stupid hat. Hello, peoplies! I am back from the wild woods of Tennessee, and it was beautiful. Did you see that snow? I've not seen snow in 10 years. I was mystified at the marvelous sight of the mounds of snow mounting up around my person. I was trying to go with the M theme there, but never mind. I'm back, and I immediately have to go back to school. New semester. I have 2 online classes, which is awesome. That's how I normally do school. But now I also have an in-person class I have to go to every week, every Wednesday, for 2.5 hours. I don't like people. Also, I was homeschooled. I don't do well sitting and listening to people for a long time. But we'll make this work. Hopefully. Maybe. Anyways, I'm taking you guys with me to college. Why? Because if I have to go to college, you have to go with me. That's only fair, right? But anyways, I was in Tennessee for 3 days and I did not take my laptop at all up there. So I had a writing vacation break, but that just made me more excited to come back here and write again. I wrote 2 pages today in Project Muddy Bones, the fantasy project, and I reread about 3 chapters of my YA project, Project SE, which is finished, but it's in like heavy edits and rewriting. So that was great. It really like ignited like a new refreshed love for it, for both the series. Like when I was on the plane, I was listening to their playlist and just like imagining scenes in my head. So I am amped up. I have to go to college, and when I get back, I'm gonna fall asleep. Like, I will be tired. I am not a night owl. But then we have the morning. The morning will be for writing. And so I'll pop back in when I'm walking into the depressed compound of the furthering education system of America. It's called college. So I have finished rereading Project SE, the YA project with the demon, because, you know, I have to have a demon in a book. It's like a requirement for me. And I finished rereading it up to the point where I stopped editing it. Editing, that's a weird word to say. Anyways, I paused in my editing process of it because NaNoWriMo happened, and then I spent all of December fixing the havoc I wrought in NaNoWriMo on my other project. And now in January, I'm finally getting back the Project SE, and oh my gosh, I love it. I'm a bit biased, but I think it's a good book. At least like the half of the manuscript I have rewritten at this point. Honestly, the best thing, at least for me to do, if you're feeling like a little bit down about your writing and like, oh, is this even good? Is to go back and like revisit the favorite parts that you wrote. Like the parts where you were like, yeah, that's like my crown jewel of this whole book right there. It feels so good, and it's really rewarding just to see everything you've accomplished. So I finished rereading. If I have time today, I'm gonna write in Project Muddy Bones, the fantasy project. But your girl right now is off to go to the eye doctor to get an eye exam because she's kind of nearsighted. So they're going to dilate my pupils. I probably won't be able to see afterwards. But that won't stop me from going book shopping either, because your girl also has a coupon to Ollie's Bargain Outlet where they have $2 books. Someone approaches. Anyways, even if I can't see, I'm gonna go buy some books. I have to bounce soon, but I also just finished Anxious People by Fredrik Bachman, and it was so funny. Like, I was literally laughing out loud in the scene where we meet the bunny. You know, I was dying. It was so good. And so what I like to do when I finish a book is my next read, I'd like to find like the opposite genre. So I have like this deep contemporary, but now I'm reading The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, which is like a really, I heard it's like a disturbingly creepy YA. And then following that, I'm gonna read a different cute romancy contemporary. So reading this month is pretty good. I've had a 5-star, a 4-star Fredrik Bachman, and a 3-star. So let's just hope it stays in that area. So good news, they did not dilate my eyes. So I was able to go out and, you know, buy some books and be able to tell what the cover and what the books were, because I was able to see. I'm getting some good glasses in about a week. School just started up and I'm used to doing like online classes, but I actually have to go in person to a class now. And I'm kind of nearsighted, so I was like, I should probably get glasses so I can see the stupid board and at least try to participate in class. So I went to the doctor, and me and Dr. Michael, we just started talking about, you know, what we like and stuff. Now, yeah, you know, I read and stuff like that. And so we started talking about science fiction, then fantasy, and then he got to talk about how he wants to write and how he's like gonna write some really big books. I'm like, oh, have you heard of this guy named Brandon Sanderson? His latest book is like 1,600 pages. And Dr. Michael was like, I love Brandon Sanderson. So yeah, me and Dr. Michael are going to get married. It was love at first literary discussion. Then afterwards, I got some books with my fancy coupon, and I'm gonna have to film a new book haul because I actually got a lot of books. So lucky me. And like I said earlier, I had like finished rereading Project SE. I actually want to like go back and reread some more, because that last chapter I ended off on, if I do say so, it was fire. And I just want to like soak in the awesomeness one last time before I send it off to my beta reader. I'm probably gonna wrap this vlog up now. I have a whole jumble of footage to edit. I don't even know where the direction of this vlog is going anymore. So that's probably a good time to wrap up. I'm gonna get into rereading and write, and that's the way it should be. So until next time, stay reading, my friends, and get writing. Bye.